My name is Ryan Roos. I am from Maple Grove, Minnesota, and I was diagnosed with lung cancer in July of 2024. And I had found out the day after my 36th birthday. And 2 weeks after that, I was in for surgery to have a thoracic lobectomy of my upper right lung to remove the tumor. Some of the things that I did to prepare were to, number one, face the facts of reality. It's not an easy thing to hear that you were diagnosed with a rare form of lung cancer, especially at a young age, when I would consider a healthy individual in my place who practiced a lot of healthy habits, including active exercise on a daily basis, healthy eating habits, strong sleeping habits. So it was a moment of reality to accept the fact that this was something that I was going to be facing and that my time to fight was now, and quickly get away from the thoughts of why me and get to the thoughts of what do I need to do to put myself in the best possible position to be successful with this surgery and then successful through my recovery and ultimately getting back to a sense of normalcy in life, knowing that this cancer diagnosis was something that was ultimately going to be a part of my life for as long as I live. With that said, knowing that I could not change my diagnosis, I did focus in on the things that I did have control over, which were the mindset that I was going to approach this with. I shared this information with my immediate family members, my close friends, to find my support network and the people that I could rely on through this journey that I was about to embark on. Some of those friends and family members had their own personal experience with cancer, albeit it wasn't the same type of cancer that I was diagnosed with. It was a form of cancer in a relationship that I was able to leverage with somebody, and many people in that case, to talk to about their own experience, which was helpful for me as I thought about not being the only person, which sometimes it feels like a very lonely place when you have that cancer diagnosis. So to be able to share that and hear from others that have gone through something similar brought me a sense of confidence and peace that I have others that will come along this journey with me and give me strength as I prepared for my upcoming surgery on July 31st. Some of the other things that I focused in on was maintaining the healthy habits that brought me strength even prior to the diagnosis of cancer. I maintained my typical daily routine of coming home from work, heading to the gym, spending the 20 minutes in the sauna, eating healthy meals, and practicing healthy sleeping habits were something that I wanted to maintain to keep a sense of normalcy and not to break my routine from what had historically served me well in my life. With that said, that mindset kept me strong and motivated that I was going to be successful in the journey that I was looking forward to facing at this point in time, with the surgery coming up in about 2 weeks on July 31st. After surgery, it was the expectation that I was going to spend about 5 days in the hospital being monitored and recovering from what was a fairly major surgery that had occurred. I was motivated to continue to do the things that were going to get my strength back. Some of the things that we focused in on in those early days post surgery were setting daily goals, such as the very first morning after surgery, getting up and taking a walk. Now, that wasn't a long walk. The goal that first day was to walk 30 feet down the hallway, which at the time, had somebody told me I was going to walk 30 feet, I would have laughed and said, yeah, that's not going to be a problem. But after a major surgery, a goal of walking 30 feet was an accomplishment after that first day to start to get your strength back. From there, I had many visitors, family, friends, and even coworkers that spent, in some cases, hours with me in the hospital, whether that be playing games, sharing stories, talking about what the future was going to be as I recovered and got back to a sense of normalcy post-surgery. Brought me strength and confidence that I had a team and a group of individuals who loved me and cared about me and were going to be there to support me as I got back my strength. and got back to what life was like prior to the lung cancer diagnosis and the ultimate surgery. And I can't say enough about my parents and my girlfriend who were at my side the entire time in the hospital there to support me and the journey that I was on post surgery.